Assalamu alaikum. On this, the 9th day of Ramadan, here's a gentle reminder that this is the month of Al-Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك فقنا عذاب النار ربنا إنك من تدخل النار فقد أخزيته وما للظالمين من أنصار ربنا إننا سمعنا مناديا ينادي للإيمان أن آمنوا بربكم فآمنا ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار ربنا وآتنا ما وعدتنا على رسلك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد فاستجاب لهم ربهم أني لا أضيع عمل عامل منكم من ذكر أو أنثى بعضكم من بعض فالذين هاجروا وأخرجوا من ديارهم وأوذوا في سبيلي وقاتلوا وقتلوا لأكفرن عنهم سيئاتهم ولأدخلنهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار ثوابا من عند الله والله عنده حسن الثواب لا يغرنك تقلب الذين كفروا في البلاد متاع قليل ثم مأواهم جهنم وبئس المهاد لكن الذين اتقوا ربهم لهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها نزلا من عند الله وما عند الله خير للأبرار وإن من أهل الكتاب لمن يؤمن بالله وما أنزل إليكم وما أنزل إليهم خاشعين لله لا يشترون بآيات الله ثمنا قليلا أولئك لهم أجرهم عند ربهم إن الله سريع الحساب يا أيها الذين آمنوا اصبروا وصابروا ورابطوا واتقوا الله لعلكم تفلحون صدق الله العظيم. So now I would like to end the video by thanking my friends from Trinidad, Fuzz, and also my friend Shiraz for invited me and for having given me the opportunity and the honor to take part in this Iftar Insights, which I really enjoyed a lot. Thanks you guys for the opportunity, and I hope to hear from you guys soon again, and I hope to see you guys in Trinidad. And if you ever come to Panama, and I hope so, you come as well, you know you have a home here and you are invited to Panama. So Ramadan Kareem and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So before we end this, we make a short dua inshallah to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept all of us, our Ramadan, our iftar, our good deeds in this Ramadan, our salat, our taraweeh, whatever good deeds we are doing, you know, we try to give in abundance, try to become, if we are generous, try to become more generous in Ramadan. If we are not so generous outside of Ramadan, try to become generous in Ramadan. Ramadan is time to care, it's time to share, it's time to give some love, man. So let's try to make this Ramadan special, inshallah. So let's make a short dua, inshallah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. اللهم إنا نسألك الجنة ونعوذ بك من النار. اللهم إنا نسألك الجنة ونعوذ بك من النار. اللهم إنا نسألك الجنة ونعوذ بك من النار. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Iftar Insights episode 9. Today we've been treated to some beautiful Quranic recitation and dua by Brother Ali, who is originally from Venezuela, now residing in Panama, and who knows Trinidad and Tobago and Trini culture really well because of the 6 to 7 years that he would have spent here when pursuing higher Islamic education. During that time, Brother Ali also had the opportunity to lead myself and my Jamaat in the Tarawih Salah for a couple of those years here at the Gasparilla Masjid, and hearing his recitation will most certainly bring back a flood of memories, I'm sure, for members of my Jamaat and any other Jamaat that he may have led in Salah whilst he would have been here. As he would mention later on, from as young as when he was 12, I think he stayed on until he was about 18 or 19, thereabouts. Nonetheless, though, it is a pleasure to have heard from Brother Ali, and we are going to get to learn a little bit more about him and his family, his cultural and food experiences, because we're switching gears from the Quran and the very serious to something a bit more informal, as Brother Ali is getting set, inshallah, to lead us now in the breaking of the fast. But Brother Ali has always been a bit of a chatterbox, and he admits that in sending all of the pieces that he did to us to be utilized today. So he's going to talk about his comparisons of cultures, of food, and of experiences, in short, before the leading up to the breaking of the fast, and that will then be followed by an extended conversation on some cross-cultural experiences and cross-country experiences as well. But in the meanwhile, we use the opportunity to join with Brother Ali, who will also paint an outsider perspective on Trinidad and Tobago, as in someone who's not from TNT, looking on from the outside, coming in and having experienced it, and now telling us how that compares to all of the other experiences that he has had. We are also, now more so, going to be treated to having on camera the youngest guest on Iftar Insights Inside Edition, as Brother Ali, in this first clip that you're about to see, will be joined by his months-old, cute, might I say that, alhamdulillah, baby in hand. So without any further ado, Brother Ali from Venezuela, now residing in Panama.
So I have been asked to share my thoughts on Iftar. So what can I say about Iftar? I think Iftar is one of the greatest feelings that one can have ever experienced when it comes to having a meal. And this one's sleepy. So for me personally, Iftar is one of the best times during Ramadan, during the days of Ramadan, because we know right after Iftar what it comes is gonna be amazing. After iftar, we break our fast, we eat our food, and after iftar is salat, maghrib. After maghrib, we chill, relax, have some tea, have some hot drinks, anything you like. Then prepare for Isha. And after Isha is good ibadat, we're gonna have good connection, close connection with Allah. So definitely the feeling that we get from iftar onwards is unimaginable. We can't describe them. Non-Muslims will never understand this until they actually experience it themselves. So iftar is a way of life, I can also say. It's a way of showing our care and our love towards our dear ones and our friends, family, and neighbors through food, through sharing. Because they say that sharing is caring, and caring is love. So it's all linked to iftar. It's all linked to the duties of fasting in Ramadan. And as the year and as the time passes by, we come to realize how important iftar is to our time during the fast of Ramadan. And it's a long preparation. Generally, the women folk of the house, they are the ones who take care of the meals. But I advise my brothers to also partake in the cooking and the preparation of the meals. You will surely learn and enjoy a lot. And you can also give part of that love from you to that meal, and then finally let that love in that meal goes into your dear ones' stomachs and mouths. Iftar give us the opportunity and the chance to appreciate life, to appreciate what we have, to appreciate all that Allah has given us, whether little or much, but that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has never forgotten us in not a single minute. During iftar time, we can realize that, man, whole day we have been fasting, whole day we have been holding back from our needs, whether by drinking, whether it be drinking, eating, but talking to someone also. Could be looking at haram things. We are refraining. We refrain ourselves and abstain from all these things. So now time for iftar. We come humble before the table, around the table before Allah, and we make dua sincere to Allah, that Ya Allah, accept this dua, accept this Ramadan and this fasting from us, accept this sacrifice from us, forgive us our sins. Ya Allah, grant everyone guidance and hidayat, grant everyone cure, grant everyone safety and well-being. What else? What a better time and what a better feeling of begging from Allah during this time. So dua during iftar time is very, very important, my dear brothers and sisters. Let us all appreciate what we have, and let us all become more aware of the importance of our religious duties. Let us all take advantage of this situation, this time of holy month of Ramadan, to benefit and to gain closeness to Allah and spirituality and all the good things that can help us become better people. So May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. So this is how we break our fast here. So we have we have some pop cupcakes, baba ganoush, which is a Middle Eastern type of bygone eggplant, almost like a bygone choka. Then we have here chana, what we call hummus in Arabic. It's a Middle Eastern cream as well, made of chana. We have some baked chicken. This is called kibbe. It has beef inside. And we have some khubz, which is the Arabic flatbread, like almost like roti. And we have just baguette bread. Okay, I don't know if you can see it here. Okay, khubz, normal baguette bread. We have also some bananas. So we break our fast with dates. Okay. So it's time already for to break fast. So this. Napunta ng kwarto. We said dua to breakfast, and we break our fast with a date and some water. The dua is Allahumma laka sumtu wa bika amantu wa ala rizqika aftartu. Bismillah.
Jazakallah khair once more, Brother Ali, and thank you very much for all those very kind words about our culture here and our food here in Trinidad and Tobago. I trust that your stay with us was a very hospitable one, and I can tell definitely that you walked away with some very warm and wonderful memories, and alhamdulillah, that is beautiful to know because a guest has a high status in Islam, and you would have been our guest in this country for about 6 to 7 years. So inshallah, I am delighted, alhamdulillah, I am delighted that you walked away with so many wonderful and warm memories. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. I know that you have a lot more to share with us. So that is, at this point in time, I would like to invite the rest of our viewers to continue to stay on with us as this extended presentation of Iftar Insights episode 9 is about to continue, but this time on a much lighter note, as Brother Ali is going to share with us his experiences across different parts of the world, islands of the Caribbean, different parts of South America, and tell us a little bit more about Ramadan, Muslim culture and food culture in all of these places that he has visited. And as Brother Ali says, you know, one of the best ways to get to know a people and to understand and appreciate their culture is to get to know their food. And he, as you can tell, is what we will call in Trinidad and Tobago a foodie, you know, so for want of better terminology, you know. So we look forward to this. Now that you have broken the fast, we can indulge in some more conversation about food, compare cultures, etc., and just enjoy this very light-hearted conversation led by Brother Ali. Brother Ali, to you and your family, Ramadan Mubarak, Jazakallah khair in advance for sharing all of this information with us, and thank you so most sincerely for all of the insights. Inshallah, we hope to be able to meet up or see you or continue to connect with you soon, inshallah. Jazakallah khair once more. Thank you for viewing Iftar Insights episode 9. Please, inshallah, do join us tomorrow for episode 10 of Iftar Insights. We will have the opportunity tomorrow, inshallah, to meet up with a young sister who belongs to the Charlieville area and one of the many Jamaats in Charlieville, Central Trinidad. So until then, until tomorrow, inshallah, assalamu alaikum.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. رب يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير. Well, first of all, we start by thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all of His bounties, for all of His ni'mat. And we send our salutations upon the best of creation, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So, who am I? My name is Ali, and I am 30 years old. I was born in Venezuela. I'm Venezuelan. I went to Trinidad when I was a teenager. From a very young age, I lived there for over 6 years. Alhamdulillah, over there I became a hafiz, and Trinidad is one place I hold very close to my heart. There's one island, or one country that I always keep in my mind, keep in mind, and keep in my heart. Always keep close connections with my colleagues and friends who are from there as well. And even those that are not from there but that were there with me at that time, I also keep very close connection with them. So Ramadan in Trinidad, I remember them so beautiful. They were all so amazing, so special. There was a place where I grew up from being a child to becoming a man or a grown-up person. So my memories about Ramadan and Iftar in Trinidad are there, and there are so many things that I liked about it. One thing that I can say is that I like the fact that they are united, that every Jamaat, especially what I have noticed, that every Jamaat they organize and they have nice meals for Iftar, and every day they have different type of foods you won't ever expect. You'll always think like what is gonna be tonight for Iftar, and then people from the Jamaat will come up with different type of dishes, from Indian to Creole to Chinese to whatever, European cuisine, whatever. So of course he was always going to expect to get some Indian treats when it comes to sahina for breaking the iftari, sahina with tamarind sauce, with soft drink. Soft drink never miss in any of Trinidad's iftar tables. I don't know why, but they're just a big time love of soft drinks. And there was a real funny fact, also for iftar, many times in the whole month you will never ever miss basab shot roti. That can miss in any of the iftars of Trinidad. Neither the chana, curry chana, and the chicken, and it's very special if you get curry duck in iftar. I can't remember if I ever got curry duck in iftar. Most likely yes, but curry duck is one thing I really like. Basically all the Trinidad foods, especially Indian dishes, I really liked. I really miss them also. As a matter of fact, I try to make them home too. And my wife also, she even though she has no link to Trinidad whatsoever, she has developed a love and a liking for Trinidad cuisine, especially the Indian one. I'm also a big time lover of kalalu and dumplings, all of this. So all of that goes with me as well. I never had kalalu for iftar in Trinidad. That's one thing for sure. So anyway, so before that, or even after that, because I lived in Venezuela until I was 12 years old, then I moved to Trinidad. Then I came back to Venezuela when I was 18 or 19, somewhere across that. And iftar in Venezuela is a different thing, and it's also very nice. It's also very cool. In my village, where I live, where I'm from, we don't get together for iftar. Everyone they do their iftar home, you know. Each family they do their iftar home at their houses. So we had our own foods, you know. Mom will cook different dishes, especially local Venezuelan dishes, so Spanish dishes because my mom is from Spain. Also some Arabic dishes as well because of the influence of the Muslim community of around us. I want to make clear I'm not Arabic, I'm not Arab, okay? But in my village, everyone is okay. All the other Muslims, besides my family, from they are from Palestinian background, from our village, very close to the Al Aqsa, very close to Jerusalem. So Palestinians they have also a very nice cuisine, which I also love very much. They make something called mansaf, which is a real typical Palestinian dish, you can say. It's basically rice, boiled rice with goat on it, but it's not curry goat, right? It's goat cooked like an type of yogurt, type of special Middle Eastern yogurt, which is kind of salty like and milky. And they put also a lot of almonds on it. You know, it's not just the. It's they cook the almonds, right, and they fry them. So it was crunchy. The almonds, the pecans, or no, not pecans. It's a different type of something close to almonds, but I can't remember the name. But they also use almonds. They spread them all around the rice and with the beef or with the goat, and with that sauce on it too. The sauce made from yogurt, and it's really tasty. It's really nice, and it's very typical. It's very ethnic to these people from this part of the world, and they share that with me too. I mean, I'm part of it, even though I'm not Palestinian. I'm not from Middle East. I love their food just how I love Indian dishes or Trinidadian, Indo-Trinidadian, even Afro-Trinidadian dishes as well. Even my own Venezuelan food I love as well. So I'm very foodie. That's one thing for sure. I'm very foodie. Everywhere I've been to the around the world, I end up liking their foods generally. I always look for the type of food that it's appropriate for me, that I would share with them as well. One way to understand someone's culture is by through their food. So that's one thing I learned from Trinidad as well. I the way you understand the culture is by the food, you know, the way they eat, the things they eat. You understand quite a lot about the culture. So it's okay. So basically, the dishes for iftar in Venezuela were Arabic, Middle Eastern food, whether Lebanese or Palestinian or Jordanian, and then the local dishes, Venezuelan dishes, which generally I can say we never had the real typical Venezuelan dish for iftar. That's one thing I can remember, because the typical Venezuelan dish is something called pabellon criollo, which has it's white rice with black beans on it, and then shredded beef on it, and then some fried plantains. Yeah, it has to be fried plantains, and you put them all around, and it is really great. I think I will advise you to have it one at least once in your lifetime. You can also add pepper. I'm a very spicy eating person, so I always put pepper sauce on it, you know. And some Venezuelans also they love to put their own pepper sauce, Venezuelan pepper sauce, which has a slight different taste to Trinidad or Caribbean pepper sauce, but it's also great. Anyways, so that's how I remember iftar in Venezuela. I also spent iftar in other communities beside mine, and they're also nice, so great. All different dishes. There's also another dish called, which I love even more than iftar, which is called maklube. Maklube is actually in Arabic means flip over. Is that you take rice with the bottom of it, the bottom of the pot has vegetables such as eggplants what you call in Trinidad baigan, also cauliflower, and the green one. What you call the green one again? Anyway, all of these things cut up, fried up before, then some chicken on it. You first of all you pre-cook the chicken. You kind of like fry it before that. Then place that all in the bottom. Then on top the rice. Then some water. Then let it cook, simmer. Then when it simmers slowly, you flip it over, and you get some real tasty, nice food. It tastes. I mean, I can't explain that. You have to test maklube. Just search for it if you have a Lebanese or Palestinian, Middle Eastern friend, ask them to make maklube for you. Or if you go to a halal restaurant, that caters for Arabic food, ask for maklube. You won't regret it. So, yes. So also, other places in the world I have been to, but not for Ramadan time. But I remember being in Morocco and Spain back in maybe 6-7 years ago, which I went there for a visit. And I find out that Moroccans and Northern Africans, their popular meal for iftar is something called harira. So I wanted to know what is harira. So when I first arrived in Madrid, I went to this halal. I will always search and try your best to go to a halal restaurant, and more than that, always there's a must. Always eat halal. Don't ever go for any haram. Okay, if you go to a non-Muslim restaurant, choose for the veggie dishes or anything that has nothing to do with beef, or even, of course, far away from pork. Stay away from pork or chicken. So just go for like fish and vegetables. Okay. So anyway, I went to this place in Madrid and I had harira for the first time, and it was really great. So you would ask me what is harira, so I will tell you. Harira is like a soup made out of chana, chickpeas. Is a soup made out of chickpeas, and I think some lentils in it too. And it has cut up carrots, and I think some little carrots and aloo, potato. It all simmer together, and it tastes really special. I don't know what spice you put in it, but it tastes really good. You in your mind you will think, what is that? I mean, it's just chana. No, it's not just chana. When you taste harira, you'll understand Moroccan culture as well. It's like you share part of the culture already. So I love harira. It's been a long time I've done harira. I came back then I went to Morocco, and I said I want to try the real harira from Morocco. And I remember walking after 9-10 o'clock, and I went to one of these narrow streets in the Medina, and I found one restaurant open, local restaurant. You don't just look for any, how you call it, fancy thing, for tourists, that caters for tourists. You don't go with this place that is meant for tourists. So I saw that it's only locals. It's just in a corner. So I went inside, and I tell the guy I want harira. So that is one thing to, when you go to a foreign country, try to learn the basic of that country, like how to ask I want, where it is, how are you, greeting, asking places, asking what you want. So Moroccans speak a different slang, even though it's like Arabic, but it's not classical Fuzz Arabic, but they understand classical Fuzz Arabic. Also French, so if you feel free, if you speak French, you go ahead. You can have an easy time in Morocco, but not in English at all. And in Spanish, has to be on the northern part of it. If you go deep south or central of Morocco, they don't speak Spanish at all. So better your French, or some Arabic. So anyway, so I went to this place and I asked for harira, and they give me a nice plate of harira. The guy warned me. He said, "Boy, my harira is almost done, so I'm gonna actually scrape the pot. I say, I want that. Man, I had my harira. I think that was the best harira ever. Even better than the one I had previously in Madrid. And then the ones I had afterwards, a couple years after, I went to this island, Caribbean island, called Bonaire, and the Dutch Caribbean, and there's a Moroccan community there as well, also Lebanese community as well, and it's so mixed. There's also Suriname community, Guyanese, even some Trinidadians as well. So anyway, I had harira there again, and it was good, and I also had which I did have in Morocco when I went there. Of course, you can miss that if you visit Northern Africa, which is called couscous, you know, and then tagine, all of this. You know, tagine is really amazing, and if you don't know what is tagine, just search for it on YouTube. You will fall in love with Moroccan food as well. You know, it's really good. So these people, they have these Ramadan foods. They break their fast with the harira, with the chickpeas and little lentils and this soup like with potatoes and carrots and spices. They break their fast with this, you know. So every culture, they understand time for iftar in a different way, you know. For instance, I remember Lebanese, they break the fast with something called fata or fata, something like that, fata. So fata is like it's made. I hope I'm not mistaken. It's made from like a type of what you call cream milk. You know, this cream milk they sell in the supermarket. So from that you get a soft, nice texture that will suit your stomach in it. And then they fry the kind of tiny bread, the Arabic bread, the khubz, right? They fry it and they make like a cake out of it. And when you bite in that for iftar, it's like if you eat in a cloud, man. It's really light. So their wisdom is that from that, after you have enough space to have a full meal, you know, after you pray your maghrib, you can come back and have a good meal, because fata didn't really occupy the whole stomach. You know, it's a very light thing. Tasty, it's real nice. It opens up your appetite as well. So harira does the same thing too. You just eat one plate of harira, and after that you have your full meal. You can have your tagine.
Assalamu alaikum. So I just popped back in to say thanks to our friend Sally, who made us empanadas to break our fast today so that we could have the full Spanish experience. Thank you, Sally. And remember to please join us tomorrow for episode 10 of Iftar Insights Inside Edition. Assalamu alaikum.